Foreigners wishing to work in Portugal must apply for a work visa at Portuguese consulate before entering and follow new regulations approved by the government. So, this is part of the new measures that Portugal is taking after the conditions they were given by the European Union because the European Union saw them as the loophole in which migrants were coming in and we are getting to stay in Europe or from Portugal navigating through other parts of Europe or other many reasons. So they were giving conditions and time frame, and almost at the dying minute they decided to amend their immigration laws because the last thing they need is to be having issues with the European Union now that our economy started picking up. Yes, Portuguese government plans to tighten immigration rules by requiring a work visa from most foreigners wishing to enter and live in the country. Until now, a foreign citizen who entered Portugal with a tourist visa and found a job will be able to apply for a residence permit. So you see the issue now. Before, if someone comes into Portugal with a tourist visa and this person in the time their visa is still valid managed to get a job, they can apply for residence permit. So this is part of what they have changed now. So it means that if you're going to Portugal, you must get a work visa. If you're planning to stay in Portugal, you must get a work visa and follow the new regulations, which it is even better for you to get yourself acquainted with what these new regulations are before traveling to Portugal. With the planned new requirements, most foreigners wanting to work in the country will need to apply for a work visa at a Portuguese consulate prior to arriving, President Minister Antonio Alito Amaro said on Monday. Portugal needs regulated migration, Amaro said at the press conference near Lisbon after a cabinet meeting at which the plans was approved. So that is to say they have approved this new amendment to their immigration laws. Rules without supervisions are part to the limbo and indignity that many migrants are arriving in. The number of foreign residents in Portugal rose 33% to a record 1 million people in 2023. So migrants coming into their country rise up to 33% in 2023, making it 1 million people, representing about 10% of the country's total population, according to the data compiled by the government. So, according to what they are saying, these 1 million people that entered Portugal 2023 make the 10% of their total population. Portugal's center-right minority government also plans to increase border controls. It's understandable that is wanting to apply a law or to amend the law is another thing to checkmate or put measures to control to make sure that this new law have its full effect, which is what the center-right minority government is saying now, that they will increase border controls, create a task force to deal with a backlog of more than 400,000 visa applications, and invest in centers to help address the immediate needs of migrants living under difficult conditions, the minister said. So they are going to increase their border control, create a task force that will control these borders, and that will help in dealing with the backlog of more than 400,000 visa applications. And they want to invest in centers to address the immediate needs of migrants living under difficult conditions, of which part of it will be investing heavily in housing schemes, because one of the major problems Portugal have been having for so long now is housing crisis. So Portugal need to invest heavily in housing schemes, affordable housing and all that, because the houses are not even there and the houses are very expensive. So the government must endeavor to make sure they invest in infrastructure, in renovating some aging infrastructures and all that, build affordable housing schemes, build social housing schemes, because at the moment Portugal's economy is doing well, their debt is doing well. So if they can be able to carry out these measures, it will help their economy to even do far more better than it is doing already.